Here's a question somebody asked on the Beatles Bible, or also known as the Fab Forum. Did Ringo have a nanny when he was a baby?
Good question. Why? Wait, is there more to it? There's more explanation why they're asking that question?
Of course. He says, does anyone know if Ringo had a nanny when he was a baby little boy? And if so, would anyone know the name of
a baby little boy? Dude, that's one of my favorite posts.
I don't even refer to my kids as like baby little boys.
Did Ringo have a nanny when he was a baby little boy? Asking the important questions. Okay.
And then the rest of it is, if so, would anyone know the name of the person?
Why? He wants to hire them?
Yeah, well, I don't understand. Is this like some sort of inside joke or something? Do you know what I mean? Like, would you have to be a heavy-duty Beatles guy to understand that? It's like a reference to something?
No, because there's an answer for it right here. Apple Scruffer Jr. says, he most likely didn't have a nanny because he was from a working class background and was hospitalized frequently as a child. So he probably had no nanny. Is
okay.
The top answer.
That's a person just answering it. That's kind of an interesting discussion to have. I cannot figure out why somebody would want to know that.
I think I have he had like this one song called like Good Night or something where he's just singing like a lullaby. So maybe someone's trying to get, like, maybe an old nanny said that she wrote the song.
I see.
Okay.
And then they're trying to collect some back publishing.
That makes as much sense as anything I can think
exactly.
of. Definitely.
I do have to say that this next question I'm going to ask is it's a thread about why Ringo always wears sunglasses. Here's our first answer. He goes, I've heard that people with light blue eyes can develop photosensitivity. One former member of another band I like also has blue eyes and wears sunglasses exclusively now, and cites photosensitivity due to camera flashes as the reason. That said, another connection between Ringo and that other musician is that they had a history of substance abuse, and maybe just
that's kind of unique. That's kind of, I guess, unique for them as music. It's not really very prevalent in music, so yeah, that's kind of a unique trait that they each had.
So this is the first post. Rising Sun replies and says, I don't like this thing from Ringo. It's kind of not showing your inner self. He has always been a sincere one. In the Scorsese film about George, he wears the sunglasses even inside. Probably it's caused by photosensitivity, but he wore the mask very often just in the 70s. Surely for not showing the abuse's effects. And today, I think he doesn't like how he looks. He must have great wrinkles. In an 80s TV interview, beside with George, the journalist asked him to take them off for a moment. I saw it on YouTube, but he didn't want to. And then nobody responds. So Rising Sun replies to his post again, and he says, no journalist asks about it to Ringo. Somebody should.
Someone should ask about the glass. Well, I know somebody else, a certain radio host.
He takes them off sometime, and he looks as old as fuck.
Yeah, I was gonna say Man Cow. We're talking about Nate.
Oh,
Man Cow.
He wears the sun never sets on the cool for Man Cow.
Never. Well, very rarely. And when he takes them off, you immediately know why he wears them all the time, because he's got these beady little eyes, and they just so scary looking. And I think you've seen Ringo without his glasses, right?
I don't know. I mean, probably in the past.
Yeah.
Right.
I remember like playing drums for the Beatles.
Yeah. Well, he would have been. But so I wonder if. Yeah, I think it is just that's his look. Kind of. They're right that when he was. Everyone wore sunglasses when they're all high on drugs all the time or whatever back then, and he did it for that reason, and then it became his look. Yeah, well, nobody replied to Rising Sun after that last one, so Rising Sun replied again. Oh, good. So just making their own thread here with no interaction at all. I've got a photo of me and my sweetheart on the screen. My sweetheart?
That's how it's spelled. SWEETAHERT.
My sweetheart, my little boy, my little
baby boy, my sweetheart.
My baby little boy, my sweetheart.
This is how Beatles guys talk. It's sensitive. I like it.
Yeah.
I do too. He goes, looking at myself, I've thought it's not a bad idea after all, the Ringos. I think I'll always put my sunglasses on too from now on. So Rising Sun has switched over, and he is now a sunglasses indoors guy, apparently.
I guess, yeah, maybe he got his mind changed by somebody else in the thread, perhaps himself.
Well, and the next person in the thread says, oh, that reminds me, I do have one of Ringo with the shorter hair and a beard and without glasses from 1983, so you can kind of imagine what he looks like now. And they posted the picture. So I guess you're supposed to age him in your brain.
Well, it's easy. You don't even have to do it in your brain anymore, Brian. You could do it on Face app. You know what I mean? You can use any of that thing. You just take the photo from 83 and put the old filter on him, and boom, that's what he looks like.
Well, and everybody can be very happy